Dorchester is the county town of Dorset, England. It is situated between Poole and Bridport on the A35 trunk route. A historic market town, Dorchester is on the banks of the River Frome to the south of the Dorset Downs and north of the South Dorset Ridgeway that separates the area from Weymouth, 7 miles, 11 kilometers, to the south. The civil parish includes the experimental community of Poundbury and the suburb of Fordington. The area around the town was first settled in prehistoric times. The Romans established a garrison there after defeating the Durotriges tribe. Calling the settlement that grew up nearby Durnaveria, they built an aqueduct to supply water and an amphitheatre on an ancient British earthwork. After the departure of the Romans, the town diminished in significance, but during the medieval period became an important commercial and political centre. It was the site of the Bloody Assizes, presided over by Judge Jeffreys after the Monmouth Rebellion, and later the trial of the Tolpuddle martyrs. In the 2011 census, the population of Dorchester was 19,060, with further people coming from surrounding areas to work in the town, which has 6 industrial estates. The Brewery Square redevelopment project is taking place in phases, with other development projects planned. The town has a land-based college, Kingston Morward College, the Thomas Hardy School, 3 middle schools and 13 first schools. The Dorset County Hospital offers an accident and emergency service, and the town is served by 2 railway stations. Through vehicular traffic is routed round the town by means of a bypass. The town has a football club and a rugby union club, several museums, and the biannual Dorchester Festival. It is twinned with 3 towns in Europe. As well as having many listed buildings, a number of notable people have been associated with the town. It was for many years the home and inspiration of the author Thomas Hardy, whose novel The Mayor of Casterbridge uses a fictionalized version of Dorchester as its setting. Dorchester's roots stem back to prehistoric times. The earliest settlements were about 2 miles, 3.2 kilometers, southwest of the modern town centre in the vicinity of Maiden Castle, a large Iron Age hill fort that was one of the most powerful settlements in pre-Roman Britain. Different tribes lived there from 400 BC. The Durotriges were likely to have been there when the Romans arrived in Britain in 43 AD. The Romans defeated the local tribes by 70 AD and established a garrison that became the town the Romans named Durnaveria, a Brythonic name incorporating Durn, fist, loosely interpreted as place with fist-sized pebbles. It appears to have taken part of its name from the local Durotriges tribe who inhabited the area. Durnaveria was recorded in the 4th century Antonine itinerary and became a market centre for the surrounding countryside, an important road junction and staging post, and subsequently one of the twin capitals of the Celtic Durotriges tribe. The remains of the Roman walls that surrounded the town can still be seen. The majority have been replaced by pathways that form a square inside modern Dorchester known as the Walks. A small segment of the original wall remains near the top Oat Town roundabout. Oman Town House near County Hall, showing the underfloor heating system. Other Roman remains include part of the town walls and the foundations of a town house near the county hall. Modern building works within the walls have unearthed Roman finds. In 1936 a cache of 22,000 3rd-century Roman coins was discovered in South Street. Other Roman finds include silver and copper coins known as Dorn pennies, a gold ring, a bronze figure of the Roman god Mercury and large areas of tessellated pavement. The Dorset Museum contains many Roman artifacts. The Romans built an aqueduct to supply the town with water. It was rediscovered in 1900 as the remains of a channel cut into the chalk and contouring round the hills. The source is believed to be the River Frome at Knott Tun, about 12 miles, 19 kilometers, upstream from Dorchester. Near the town centre is Malmbury Rings, an ancient British henge earthwork converted by the Romans for use as an amphitheatre, and to the northwest is Poundbury Hill, another pre-Roman fortification. Little evidence exists to suggest continued occupation after the withdrawal of the Roman administration from Britain. The name Durnaveria survived into Old Welsh as Dyrn Gair, recorded by Asser in the 9th century. The area remained in British hands until the mid-7th century, and there was continuity of use of the Roman cemetery at nearby Poundbury. Dorchester has been suggested as the center of a subkingdom of Dumnonia or other regional power base. Medieval. One of the first raids of the Viking era may have taken place near Dorchester around 790. According to a chronicler, the king's reeve assembled a few men and sped to meet them, thinking that they were merchants from another country. When he arrived at their location, he admonished them and instructed that they should be brought to the royal town. The Vikings then slaughtered him and his men. By 864, the area around Durnaveria was dominated by the Saxons, who referred to themselves as Dorcetas, people of the Dor, Durnaveria. The original local name would have been Dornguir, giving the Old English Dornwary. The town became known as Dornwarester or Dornworcester, combining the original name Dor/Dorn from the Latin and Celtic languages with Cester, an Old English word for a Roman station. This name evolved over time to Dorncester/Dorncester and Dorchester. At the time of the Norman conquest, Dorchester was not a place of great significance. The Normans did build a castle, but it has not survived. A priory was also founded, in 1364, though this also has since disappeared. In the later medieval period the town prospered. It became a thriving commercial and political center for South Dorset, with a textile trading and manufacturing industry which continued until the 17th century. In the time of Edward III, 1312 to 1377, the town was governed by bailiffs and burgesses, with the number of burgesses increasing to 15 by the reign of James I, 1566 to 1625. Novelist and poet Thomas Hardy based the fictional town of Casterbridge on Dorchester, and his novel The Mayor of Casterbridge is set there. Hardy's childhood home is to the east of the town, and his town house, Max Gate, is owned by the National Trust and open to the public. Hardy is buried in Westminster Abbey, but his heart was removed and buried in Stinsford. William Barnes, the West Country dialect poet, was rector of Winterbourne Came, a hamlet near Dorchester, for 24 years until his death in 1886-68, and ran a school in the town. There is a statue of Hardy in one of Barnes in the town centre, Barnes outside St. Peter's Church, 69, and Hardy's beside the Top O, Town Crossroads. John Cooper Powis's novel Maiden Castle, 1936, is set in Dorchester, and Powis intended it to be a rival of the Mayor of Casterbridge. Powis had lived in Dorchester as a child, between May 1880 and Christmas 1885, when his father was a curate there, 72, then, after returning from America in June 1934, he had lived at 38, High East Street, Dorchester, from October 1934 until July 1935, when he moved to Wales. The building is commemorated with a plaque erected by the Dorchester Heritage Committee, but giving the date of his residence as 1936. Dorchester Arts, based in a former school building, runs a seasonal program of music, dance and theater events, participatory arts projects for socially excluded groups and the biannual Dorchester Festival. Dorchester Arts is an Arts Council, national portfolio organization. Dorchester Arts has been resident at the Corn Exchange since 2015. Dorchester museums include the Roman Town House, the Dinosaur Museum, the Terracotta Warriors Museum, the Dorset Teddy Bear Museum, the Keep Military Museum, Dorset Museum, and the Tutankhamun Exhibition. All of these museums took part in the Museums at Night event in May 2011, in which museums across the UK opened after hours. The Shire Hall, which contains the court where the Tolpuddle martyrs were held and tried, opened as a museum in 2018. The Durnaveria Silver Band is based in Fordington Methodist Church Hall. Thank you for watching my video. And if you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. Thank you. Thank you for watching my video. And if you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. Thank you.